President Nelson has asked us to help the saints and strengthen the saints in their study, their reading of the scriptures, that it becomes an even more important and precious part of their lives. And so the message from the First Presidency and the Quorum of the 12 would be to carry on with the effort of reading the scriptures. Last year was probably the best year of Old Testament scripture study we have ever had as a church, as the saints engaged and read the Old Testament. And of course, the Come Follow Me curriculum helps support the study of the scriptures, but the primary message is to read the scriptures. This year, we're in the New Testament. But the blessing is to not forget. Sometimes in the church, we have a tendency to say, oh, they didn't talk about it just a little while ago, and so we sort of relax and we let some things go. The message continues to be that it is the center of gospel learning is in our homes, and it's in our own personal lives as we read the scriptures with Come Follow Me as a support. It's supported on Sunday in a wonderful, important way, but the center of our gospel learning is in the home. And what does that entail, and how can we help continue that? That's a central message that we just don't want to forget. And we know we've been seeing such a blessing of that in the lives of the saints.
When it comes to the youth, I think the message that we've been given to teach is a message of helping people understand the children and youth program. The POUR program got off to a rough start. I mean, if you remember right, they kicked it off right at the end of 2019, and then the whole world shut down, and the whole church shut down, and everybody stopped because of the pandemic. And so a lot of people don't understand the expectations of the program. So it's been so exciting to see them have moments when the light turns on, when they realize, oh, that's what it's about. And then they are able to implement the program. And that's what the brethren have asked us to do, is make sure that they understand it well enough that they can implement it, because we need to be able to help the youth. Now, one major part of that program is called PFJ, or in English, FSY, for the strength of youth. During the pandemic, the Caribbean was having that program virtually, and that touched a lot of lives. But last year, they were able to start gathering. And this year, they'll be able to gather. And that's going to make a big difference in the lives of these youth. Everywhere we've gone, we've heard young people from all over the Caribbean talking to us about the difference that program has made in their lives. Even at an event today, a girl was saying, oh, I didn't want to go. I told my mom I'd never been away from home that long. I didn't know if I would know anyone. And she says, at first I was very scared to go. But she says, by the end, I didn't want to leave because I had so many friends. She talked about the fun experiences she's had. She talked about the spiritual experiences she had. And then she said, I want to go on a mission. Another young man spoke, and he said the same thing. He said, coming home from FSY made me realize that I can live the gospel and I can have fun at the same time. And he said, that's when I made the decision to go on a mission. And then he announced to all the youth who were there that he received his mission call to Monterrey, Mexico. And I told him, now Mexico will never be the same because you're going to go and you're going to make such a difference there. So we have been asked by the brethren to make sure that that program gets out and that the youth are coming all over the world, because that's a program where they can connect with the Spirit. President Pace said the Spirit is the teacher, and when they go there, they feel that Spirit. Another message that we've been carrying is the guía, the guide, that's called For the Strength of Youth, para la fortaleza de la juventud. And this has been wonderful to be able to share with the youth and share with the leaders, because this little guide focuses more on principles, the reasons for the rules, not just the rules, but why we obey the rules. And then when young people feel like they know the reason why, then they're willing to do anything